am back to do an Etsy shop share, and also hoping for a craft and chat. I've gotten to know a few of y'all pretty well over the years, chatting back and forth, and I love it. And I would do a live so that we could craft and chat, together, but I can't see what I'm recording on in order to be able to respond. So we'll have to chat through the comments, and I absolutely will respond, and I love hearing from y'all. So first, let me share what I've got in my Etsy shop. I made these using Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. Let me make sure I'm telling y'all the right name. It is the Snippets of Love paper bits. I saw this paper pack, and y'all, I could just see me using this for years on so many things. I had so much fun creating this. You know what? I'm not done. I'm done with this. It's in my Etsy shop, but I'm not done using this pack at all. And that's what I'm going to be using today to show y'all a dangle that I'm going to make. But first, let me show y'all what I've got here. So first, I have made this journal, and I've got this dangle attached to it with some pretties. I don't know if y'all can see that sparkle, but it is just beautiful. And we've got some pieces of her paper bits, and I've lined each piece with coffee dyed paper and stamping on these. And this one I've got lace in between, and it is lined also. You can remove this because the signature is tied in, so if you don't want to have that there, you can certainly take it off, however you want to do it. So this is one of her images. This whole entire thing is one of her images for her Snippets of Love paper bits. And I also used one of the doilies that she provided in one of her kits. I've got it decorated with some eyelet fabric and a pretty little piece of bling there. Got the inside lined with book pages. And in here I've got my coffee dyed stenciled shimmery, so there is a shimmer on this, on every single one of the pages, paper. I did not decorate the inside. That's what all this is for. If you want to, you certainly can, or just leave it as is. Totally up to you. But I think that that is just elegant, just beautiful, sophisticated. Sophisticated. That's a funny word for me to say because I feel so bleh most of the time. But I do. I love it. I think that there is a certain sophistication, definitely an elegance to it. Very, very shabby. All right, so there's that. All of this comes together. All of this is one kit. I made this little tiny dangle in this mini clutch here today. So you open it. Look at that, so cute. That's lined also. I thought that was just adorable. And we have this little piece. And then this piece with the mesh stuff in between. And I just love the way that that looks all together. I do. And then here is a, this is a pouch, I guess, that I made. And I did so extremely sturdy. I have it decorated up here with a bunch of trim and mesh. And the opening is an embellished Velcro piece with that pretty dangle. Love that. And, I mean, yeah, I love that key. I just love it. And I love that little feather sticking out there. I think that's so cute. All right, let's see what all we got in here. I'm just going to take it all out so I can show y'all the inside of the pouch as well. So I do have the inside of the pouch lined with lace coffee dyed paper just to give it some extra strength and beauty. And I've got this black and white journaling card. another one. Got a button card, and I've sewn all of these vintage buttons on them. Can y'all hear my dog over there digging on the floor? What are you doing? Another one. This one I left blank for you to do whatever you want or leave it. I mean, that's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And then we also have another journal in the little pocket. And I think that is just beautiful there. And again, it's not embellished, but I did add this really pretty piece of lace. This is a piece of vintage paper that I've stamped and stenciled. And just a bunch of pretty little pieces here. Some that make some pretty noises as well. So that's what all you get in the little embellishments ephemera journal kit. I don't know yet what I'm going to name it. I haven't. By the time this video comes out, it will be in my Etsy shop, but I have not put it there yet. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to make a dangle with some of that kit. So I think I have everything that I'm going to use, but y'all know, probably going to end up having to go get something I've forgotten. So first we're going to tear some fabric. All right, so it's almost summertime. Feels like summertime sometimes already. Does anyone have plans yet? Or, you know, what have you been doing? We have been putting in a cottage garden, kind of, sort of. I don't know if you could classify it as a cottage garden yet. Everywhere, nearly everywhere that I've ever lived, I've always put in a garden. And we moved here about 3 years ago. And the only type of garden that I've had is a vegetable garden. And I mean, you know, a few, I would put like some last year, I had some zinnia seeds in it, which I love. They turned out beautiful. But I really, really, really miss my my flower gardens, and Marlene of Uniquely Ella has been showing her roses and bits and pieces of her garden, and Pat Withering's, is it Pat Withering's garden on Instagram. She shows hers a lot, and it just had me, you know, yearning for my beautiful flowers and garden again. So we have been working on that. And y'all, I'm pooped. I am tired. My body is not used to all of that, but I'm really excited how it's going. I think we're probably done for this season. You know, money, and it's getting more and more hot, and after a certain time, you know, planting after a certain time, you know, I'm not going to have as much success with the plants, and I'll be really stressed and everything. But I do want to get some pavers laid for a walkway, and eventually put up an arbor for a climbing rose to spill over, maybe a little gate, and, you know, at the arbor, maybe a little hedge. I'm not sure. 2 of my doggies that passed last year, one of those doggies we inherited. He loved my husband. He liked me, but he loved my husband. The other one, she was my best friend. I loved her so much. Anyway, we have them buried back there. And I wanted to make a sweet little memorial place, you know, for them too. So I've been planting around their graves, and I want to put a little pathway, maybe a bench. Well, it definitely needs some seating back there. But I ordered this pink cabbage rose bush. And it come in yesterday, and I planted that by my little best friend's grave. I don't know how many of these I want. I think that'll be enough. But last year we did plant some stuff back in there. We planted some basket flower, goblin flower. I can't even think of the actual real name of it, but and some salvia. And I tell y'all, this year that stuff come back like gangbusters. And it just got me really excited looking at that, like, oh my goodness, this could be the garden area. So that's what I've been doing, that and organizing in my house. You know, like I said, we moved here 3 years ago, and I was cleaning out my closet yesterday, and I came across 2 boxes. Was it 1 or 2? 1.5? There were 2 boxes together, but they had been like nearly destroyed. So I can't tell if it was like one big box that spilled over, 1.5. I don't know what happened, but anyway, we had never unpacked them. So I kind of went shopping in my closet yesterday, and I've been organizing a lot, and got almost the entire closet done, but not quite. So that's exciting. I found this wreath in there that I've never been overly happy with, and I decided I'm going to make it how I like it and be happy with it. So that's what I did in my craft room yesterday. Y'all, I'm adding these fibers that I pulled out to the pile of what I'm going to use in my dingle. Just thinking, what am I going to use for the tie? I think I'm going to take, yeah, that needs to come off. That's just too wide. I think I might use one of those pieces of fiber. Maybe that one for the tie. Okay. You know what? I did not bring my mat in here. Of course I didn't. And I'm definitely going to need that. So I'm going to step out for just a minute and grab my mat, because I'm going to be using my little ink tear thing that I shared with y'all in another video to get that. Y'all look, let me show y'all what I'm talking about in case y'all didn't watch the video. I am just loving this. My ink tear method. And look, it just gives that beautiful vintage, burnt, leathery, just delicious, rich look to the edges. And I've been doing that a lot lately, and I'm loving it. So I do need my mat to put down so I don't mess up my tablecloth here. Not really a tablecloth, but y'all know. I'll be right back. All right, I got my my mat here. That is so, oh, it's got a big chunk of glue. Okay. So we were talking about summer plans, and we do have a vacation planned. Most of y'all know that I have a special needs child, and he's special needs in many different ways. But one of those ways is he is paralyzed from the waist down. So there is a lot that he just isn't capable of doing. And then there's a lot that he is capable of doing, but we can't risk the integrity of his feet and legs. There was a time when we really thought that he might have to have his foot amputated, and that, you know, that's always a possibility. And since he can't feel getting hurt and you don't know it, and infection, and it can really be a nightmare. In fact, we are battling another ulcer right now on one of his sides of his feet. But anyway, So, one of the things that we do is we'll go to Myrtle Beach, and because there's just so many activities to do there other than just the ocean, we will take him to the ocean, and we set up a little like stool area right where the waves are just coming in, and so he's able to sit there and like feel the waves coming over the top of his legs and his lap, which he can't obviously can't feel that, but he enjoys the experience. He really does. He laughs, and every now and then a bigger one will come and hit him in the belly, and he loves that. But we can't stay out there very long, again, because there's sand, there's the wetness, and there's the integrity of his legs and his feet. But he loves it, and we allow him to do that a little bit. Y'all, I'm just letting this seep through a little bit in case y'all are wondering. But he loves going to the shows, riding the Sky Wheel, doing different things like that. So there's a lot to do, a lot for him to do there. And you ask him, what was your favorite thing? And most of the time the answer is going to be the food. The food. The child loves to eat, loves to eat. He loves the other stuff as well. And that gives us the chance to, do something special with him and for him. And it breaks my heart sometimes that he can't do, everything that everybody else can do. When he was younger, we would go hiking with him in the mountains. His upper body the strength is crazy strong. So much muscle, solid. And when he was younger and didn't weigh as much, he could hike through the mountains with us on his arm crutches. And he still uses those a bit, but as he's gotten older, it's more difficult. It's more tiring. He's in his wheelchair a whole lot more, and he's not able to do that anymore. And going to the stores and shops, he doesn't like to do as much because it's become difficult. And I don't know if he doesn't like to use his wheelchair, because we'll ask him, or tell him, always, whatever you're more comfortable with, that's what we want to do. But he usually will opt for the crutches. I think it's just gotten too difficult for him a lot of times. So, anyway, that's one of our vacations. We're taking him for a few days to Myrtle Beach. And that's all that I know of right now. Since we live in the foothills of the mountains, we always do day trips through the mountains. And sometimes my husband and I will get away for a couple days and go out there exploring, or to the thrift shops and antique shops, which are, all over the mountain areas. And that's always a lot of fun. And that's where I get a lot of y'all's stuff, a lot of my stuff that ends up in y'all's homes, and a lot of stuff that stays in my homes. Y'all just look how beautifully that tears. I personally, and this is just me personally, think that's just so much more wonderful than the tearing that I get from my rulers. And yeah, I still have my rulers. I still use them, but I end up tearing off parts that I don't want to tear off. The tear looks a little generic to me, and not bad-mouthing the ruler. Just me. I just really, really like this method. And normally I don't have to sit there and wait for it to penetrate, but this I have printed out on very, very, very thick paper. So I give it a minute. It's going to sit on top for a second before it goes through and weakens up enough for me to get the good rip that I want. Let me see. Am I going to put any lace on this one? I think I'll save it for another one. My son that I was just talking about, he is 18, and he hardly ever goes outside, which makes me kind of sad, you know. I want him to enjoy his life, and he claims he does, and claims he's great, and he never gets bored, and he's happy, and he truly is just like the most happy-go-lucky child I've ever known. But you know, I want him outside, so I'm getting some sun and just, you know, making sure that he's enjoying and getting some of the vitamins from the sun, and you know, spending time with us. And he does not want to. I don't know why I was telling y'all that little tidbit, but I did have him come out there yesterday. I asked him, you know, why don't you join us out here for a little while? Come on out. And he did. Do you think I'm going to do another one of these? Okay. I think I'm going to do this one. When I'm doing the back, I'm not guessing. If I hold this up to the light, I can see where I've done it on the front. So, but of course, you know, you can also make a guess. We're ripping, so it's not like it's going to make a huge difference, right? Is there anyone out there, when people are doing craft with me, that actually crafts along? If you are crafting along while watching this, I would love, you know, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, or if you make videos of your own, I would love to see your project and what you've come up with. I really, really would. I think that is so cool. And I know that most of the time when I first watch a video, I don't craft along, but then I might, you know, later have it on my mind, okay, I want to craft along, go back, press play, pause while I try to catch up, play, pause, you know. It's a lot of fun. I like that. I am using my phone as a camera today because I've told y'all a million times my camera's just not working right, and it's just really upsetting me, stressing me. So Doreen said, Marie, just use your phone camera. So I am, and I hope it turns out, Doreen. If it doesn't, I'm blaming you. You know, well, no, I'll go ahead and do that. I didn't tear it as close as I wanted. And see, that's okay too. Normally, if it wasn't pre-wet, that tearing it like this would be me ripping all into the piece, and I don't want to do that. Just want to get the little bits ends off. There we go. Why am I not putting this stuff in the trash? I'm sure I've got a trash. Yep, I do. So for all of y'all that do craft, what are y'all working on? What have y'all been making? And for all of y'all that don't craft but just buy, what have y'all bought lately that y'all are really loving? And are there any new craft products out there that I need to know about, or any lines that I should check out? And yes, I promise y'all, I'm not just saying this. I love to check out new stuff, and I love to see the stuff that people make. For one, I might buy it. Not right now because I don't work during the summer, and I'm trying not to buy stuff. It's hard. But a lot of times, and I buy other people's stuff as well. I want to support the small shops. And I love it. And I love to see new lines and new collections for sure. All right, thinking. Looking at the papers here, I'll share them with y'all. I've already been into these papers, so missing a lot. But this is just a sample of some of what's there. A little sampling, and it is, y'all, just a little sampling. I promise there's much more than this. Let's see here. Y'all, I know that I've got my brush filled up with this ink. So I don't know why I keep dipping back over there in my inky water, but I do. And I know that y'all are, some of y'all are probably thinking, well, I could have already had it torn by now, the time you have to wait. And you know what? That is true when you're dealing with the really thick paper like this, but it's not true when you're dealing with the thinner paper. And like I said, I'm doing it this way because I love the look. And it's worth the waiting a few extra seconds. To me, it is. All right, let's see. You know what, while that's sinking through, I can look for a piece that I am going to top that with. I should have brought my scraps in here so I wouldn't have to do that, but I didn't, and I don't want to go back and get them. So, thinking. Thinking that. Yeah, it's going to be that. I also didn't bring my hot glue gun in here, of course. Oh, great. Are we not going to work now? I don't know what's up with that. I had the thing on. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because I can just kind of lift it to ink it. That's fine. Oh, no, no, no. Where's my little top? Wrong one there. Here it is. All right, since I'm not backing this, I'm going to go ahead and ink this. And I know that I've talked about the 2-in-1 inking, but I want this to go a little bit further and have that same burnt, distressed, leathery look. So I'm giving it an extra inking. Okay. All right. Was thinking about going ahead and adding an embellishment, but I think I'll wait. Let's see if I can see this from behind. Yeah, I can, so I'll do it from back here. I'm still dipping, even after I asked why I'm still dipping. It would have been helpful had I not put those two so close together, because I'm going to have to go and with my fingernails and get that off. But that's okay. I don't know, I kind of like the way that that's showing through. I might not do that. I don't know. All right, do an extra inking on this. The other side too. maybe I come up a little bit too high. That's okay. We'll just blend that right in. There. I like it. All right, y'all, I am going to go off of camera just so y'all don't have to keep watching this. Y'all know what I'm doing here. I'll be right back. All right, me YouTube family and friends. I got my 3 pieces all cut out or peeled out, however you want to look at it. So let's work on this little clutch. I'm going to fold it along the dotted lines. I didn't bring my bone in here, of course. My bone stick pressy sealy thing, so that's okay. Don't actually need it. And make sure that that's how I'm going to do it. Let me see, that end will be like that, and that over that. Okay. Did I bring anything to do this? I do think that I did. Where is it? I'm certain that I did. Here are my dangle pieces. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Thinking. Dun, 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 dun. Just thinking, y'all. Just you know what? I think I'm gonna go above those circles. I don't know how much I need though, but I can trim it in a minute. You know what? I will need to put a little bit of glue on the back of this, so because I know I'm going to use this. Am I going to use a spot, or am I going to use the whole? You know what? I'll just put a glue right there and in 2 places. It won't hurt. I don't yet know what I'm using. Or am I going to use the whole strip? There. About right there. All right. You go over there and you dry. All right, where am I here? All right. Doop. Oh, you're so cute. And no, y'all, when I am making pieces to sell, I use a stronger glue than this. This is what I normally use just for paper. I don't use this on fabrics or bedazzling or embellishments or anything like that. But this is just for me, and it's just going to hang up for me, and I didn't feel like going and getting my other glue. So this is what I'm using. And you know what? It will be just fine. And if something falls off while I'm right here in my craft area, I will just plug in my glue gun and fix it. All right, while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and begin assembling. Let me see here, that's gonna go like that. Now, do I want it like that or like, I think I want it like that. Okay. This, I do want to put on a little piece of embellishment, but I don't know what. And did I even bring a little piece of embellishment? That is the question. I do want to make a piece of jewelry for it. Let me find that embellishment real quick. I've got some cotton on my finger. No. And these are too big. Oh, wait, I see something. That will be cute. I see something. And it will be cute. Yeah, I know I'm a little goofy. I'm sure most of y'all figured that out by now. Super silly. I go around the house singing and making up goofy songs all the time. And when I'm not making them up, I'm just singing regular songs. If I know the words. If I don't, then I'll make up my own words. Okay, I'm thinking I might go ahead and make my piece of jewelry right now instead of setting those up at the moment. Okay. Oop, didn't get that. All right. Okay, so for those of y'all who are just kind of beginning, and you know, for those of y'all who've been doing it a million years, we like to make, or at least for me, I like to make as quality as possible for the best price as possible. So I also go to a lot of, you know, like I said, y'all know I go to thrift stores, y'all know I go to antique shops. But another place I go is flea markets. And that's where I found this necklace that I've already used some. I wanted the charm on it. And so I've used the charm already, and now to use this necklace. And I have lots of chain. I don't have to use this, but why not? And I think it's a really pretty chain. I like the way that it's set up. Oh, my puppy's gonna get up here. Amaze, you want to say hello? You do. You watching Mommy. You want to do the crafting. You do, baby girl. Yeah, I know. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put the attach. Why are you crying? I am not opening that craft room door for you to go steal my flowers. She got hold of some of my flowers that I was using on my wreath yesterday and was using them like a shoe toy. So I was not happy about that. And she's fussing. She wants back in there to get more. Brought in some goodies for me to go through to decide what I'm going to use. I'm kind of liking that. What are you fussing about, young lady? The back door is open. You can go out. Nobody is stopping you. And that's beautiful too, but I think I like that. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. Hopefully these are, you know, maybe I'll go one size up. And I said I was going to put my thing up there, didn't I? I didn't do it. Do think I will do that one for that. Okay. And y'all can also find these on old pieces of jewelry. You don't have to go out if y'all don't make jewelry a lot. Just, you know, look for old pieces or go through your own house and your own costume jewelry and you can find these pieces there. Take them off. I buy bags of old jewelry and go through them and deconstruct, and I enjoy doing it. It's like a little treasure hunt. And I still have bags, you know, my own bags of my own old jewelry and from when my mom and my Nana died. I still have that stuff. Go get your squirrel. Go get your squirrel, your rope. I'll throw it for you, or your flamingo. All right, let me see. Decide which one I won't wear. What is it? Oh, she's so sad. She's just so sad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Don't you bite my stuff. No, ma'am. No, you're not getting that. That is not puppies. Hey, you know what? I'm making a video. And you're being a little whiny thing. You've been fed. You have access to outdoors, to your bed, to all your toys. And you want Mommy to come and play with you. You do. Is that what you want? You want Mommy to come and play. Bo's in here. He'll play with you. Yeah, your brother will play with you. I know he will. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. No. You wouldn't give Mommy a kiss, will you? Come on. You want to craft. I know you want to do work. She is part Border Collie, y'all. Chihuahua Border Collie. Yes, I don't know the specifics of how such a good thing could happen, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way. So she's part Border Collie, and she just really wants to work. And whatever we're doing, she thinks she should be doing it too. So when we're gardening, in order to keep her out of my flowers and bushes and seedlings and stuff, which is, no ma'am, sometimes very, very difficult, I have to give her weeds or ask her to get the weeds, so she pulls weeds out of the gardens and stuff, which then she also thinks she should pull the flowers out of the garden. Not good. So I have to give her weeds and pots and things like that, and she also digs holes. Tell my dad's not good, but she doesn't know the difference, and she just wants to help. She wants to work. She tries to herd us. She tries to herd her brothers, our cat, you know, our cats and her dog, other dogs. She tries to herd them. She just wants to work. My goodness, her too just want to work. All right. Now, y'all don't need a crocodile for this. You can just use an awl, A-W-L, or a pokey tool, or anything. You gotta get down. You cannot be in there. Anything, you know, to punch a hole. This is just easier, but you definitely don't have to have one to do this. I never put the embellishment on this, did I? No, I see. I did not. Do I? Yeah, I want to punch it that way. Okay. I think I'm done with that for the moment anyway. Oh, yeah, I did put the embellishment. Where in the world is where did my pearl go? I did. It's still sticky right there. Where's my pearl? I know you did not take my pearl. I know you didn't, but where is it? I'm gonna have to go to the other room to get a pearl, aren't I? Oh, here's one. There's another pearl that I could use. Just has to be cut off here. Yeah. Oh, that's aggravating. I'm sure as soon as I cut that off, I'll find it. Oh, you fussing about, little lady? No, ma'am, you cannot. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, drop it. I know, I know. I know you just want to help. I know. This is not something that you can help with, though. It's not. I know. This is glue. Mm-hmm. All right, ma'am. Yes, I love you too. I do. I do, but you cannot. Mm-mm. Get down. Okay. Got that done. Did I ever attach that? No. Maisie. You're distracting, Mommy. It's closed, but I didn't actually attach it. No, it's not all the way closed. There we go. That would be the problem. Yes, it's Mommy's girl. It's Mommy's girl. Is it going to be one of those days where you cry and just want to be up here crafting with me the whole day? She does this occasionally. She does want to be doing everything that I do, but she has so much that she could be doing. So many toys that she could be playing with. And I do throw them while I'm crafting so she could go out in the hall and get them and stuff. But there are days where she sits there and whines and she just wants to be in my lap the entire day. And she gets upset because I'm crafting and I'm not holding her, I'm not playing with her. Alright, so deciding how I'm going to embellish that. If I'm going to do a little piece or the whole, no ma'am, the whole piece. And I think I'm going for that whole piece. I did not think that I was. I'm surprised, but that's what I'm doing. I'm glad I went ahead and glued that. Why didn't I bring my glue gun in here? I'm going to stick a little bit of glue up under here. Thank goodness this stuff dries clear. And it's not messy at all. I love this glue. Love it, love it, love it. And it dries relatively quick, especially on paper. Especially on paper. So if you need some movability, don't use that on paper. Don't be using that on paper. All right. Doop, doop, doop. Yep, that's it right there. That's cute. I'm not sure how well this is going to hold with this type of glue, but we'll see. Did I put a hole in that one? I don't know. I'll check it in a minute. Okay. Oh, my pearl come off again. Don't let that happen because the glue's not dry. There we go. All right. we go. All right. Do I have that piece over here, or... Oh, no, I didn't use it. I cut a piece. Did she take off with my piece? She may have. She's being super quiet. I do not see it. I think she might have. All right. All right, so here I am with all my fabric pieces. Hey, little lady, did you take off with one of Mommy's laces? Don't cry, that makes Mommy sad. It does. It does make me sad. Oh, okay. Well, that was sewn, and then I cut it, so that makes sense. All right. Nope, not gonna come apart still. Maybe I will use that to tie. I don't know. I don't know yet. Y'all, I don't measure this stuff. I just cut approximations, and if I'm not happy with it, you know, at the end I will trim. You can always trim. She's tearing up paper now, but it's keeping her happy, and I'm just going to let her do it. I'll clean up the mess afterwards. There will be a mess. There will be. All right, did I punch a hole? I did. Okay, good, good. All right. Where's my, here we go. Don't know why I didn't do this a second ago, but it's fine. Do I? I think that I will do that. I thought that this was going to be a really short video, and it's ended up turning into a pretty long one, hasn't it? Because I wasn't planning on doing all of this and showing the whole entire process. But, you know, why not? Why not? You know, there's the fast forward button, there's the stop button. And nope, 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 wrong way, wrong way. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, you don't have to, or you can fast forward. No, wrong way. Gosh. There we go. Hopefully that pearl doesn't fall off. Hopefully it's the glue is dried enough. If it does, I'll have to re-glue it back on. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Just making sure that I'm happy with that. I am. But I do think I'm going to have to crease that a little bit more. It's not staying as closed as I'd like it to stay. that is that alone is a dangle. That's adorable. I mean, how cute is that? You know what? I think I'm going to put a bigger ring there. I don't like how tight that is. I think I'm going to make that put that on a bigger ring. Top of the morning to you, laddie. That's my son. Oh, I slept pretty good. Not the best, but not too bad either, so I give it a medium rating. He asks me every morning how I slept the night before. His answer every single day is, I slept great, except for like because he's paralyzed from the waist down, he gets UTIs very easily because he has to cath numerous times every day. So he's susceptible to UTIs. And when he had a UTI, the pain had gotten so bad that he could feel some of it like in his lower stomach. So you know it had to be bad for him to be able to feel that. And he didn't sleep quite as good because of that. But normally every morning, I slept great. How did you sleep? All right. I mean, y'all, look, just that alone. I mean, how cute is that? Those pieces all together. I think that's adorable. Oh, my tummy's growling. All right, I think I'm going to go through this big one here. I think I'm going to use one of these too. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got your toy. Okay. Where is it? Okay, Mommy, throw it. Mommy, throw it. Yeah. Boop. You is Mama shit a baby. You is my little baby. For those of y'all that don't like animals, for one, how can you not? You know, I know my sister's not a huge animal person, and don't understand. I love my animals. I love them so much. They bring me so much joy. And I do coo at them and treat them special. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, you know what? Do I want to put... I'm going to put something right there, but I'm trying to decide, should it be a not a jump ring, but a jewelry ring, or I think that's so thick I'm going to have to put a piece of lace. What are you doing? What are you doing, ma'am? You want to craft too. I know. I know. And here's my little piece that I'm going to hang it from. Did I leave that part out? Might have. I don't know. I'm going to move this so that y'all can get a better view without this messy mat in the place. right, and I'm going to stand up and look at the whole thing too. Oh my goodness. Y'all. I didn't explain that I was adding these flowery pearls, did I? That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Do I hang this from a journal? I think I'm gonna hang it in my room. I just love it. All right. I'll play with it for a little while till I get it. And I don't snatch that off like I just did. That's great. Do I just, no, I'm gonna put another ring on it because I didn't like where that was placed anyway. Hey y'all, don't pull on your chains too hard, because otherwise you're gonna pull them apart. And now I have to find the little ring so I can take it out, but that's fine, I'll find that later. All right, I wanted that to be lower, so this way. Yeah, I'm still standing up trying to do this. It's not the easiest thing. I hope y'all cannot hear my belly. It is just grumbling. And I don't know what, you know what, probably because I've been up since like 4:30. Am I going to be able to do that like this? Let's try it. Sometimes I aggravate myself. Sometimes I do. Well, y'all, I do apologize because this turned out to be so much longer than I ever intended, but I think it was worth it. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. I hope that y'all do too. And if you don't, you know, use the fast forward button or whatever you want to do. But I think that this is beautiful. And y'all can make one too. Go to Ooh La La Vintage Treasures Etsy shop. Buy her Snippets of Love. I keep forgetting the name of the whole package. Here it is. Snippets of Love Paper Bits Kit. And that will give you these pretty little papers and a ton. The kit's so much bigger than what I showed. And y'all can do something very similar to this too. Don't forget, if you're interested, this whole package is in my Etsy shop. I've got to go when I get off of camera, and while that's downloading, put that in there. And you know, I'm looking at this now. I just think it's so pretty. I'm proud of it. I'm proud. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I hope to talk to y'all again soon. Leave me some comments and answer my questions. I want to get to know y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.